Hello, love and light. How everyone's doing? This is my last book review. I did this book review because I did another one about Jesus is not real. Uh, I think that was under spiritual roots though. The another it's a page I run under spiritual roots. I think I did a video under that, but you can find it on YouTube as well. But I was breaking down the deception about Jesus, that Jesus is not real. If you're not familiar with that, then you can go back and find that video, and I have some books on that show you that it was never a Jesus. Okay, let's get past that already. This is called How to Be an African series presents Grasping the Root of Divine Power. I can't even pronounce this author's name. Huru Yuya T Assassin-Anu. I I hope I pronounced it right. But it's if you don't you can find it online. I think I got this from Amazon. Grasping the Root of Divine Power. And basically this is a spirituality from a pan African standpoint for people who's trying to transition out of religion and that want to know some of the African spiritual prayers and want to know any the ceremonies or African rituals or giving libations. He has several different prayers in here. Tells you how to set up a altar and what to put on it. He calls it a jingly in here with just the African term, and he kind of gets you familiar with African spirituality. It's a really good book. I don't think I paid that much for it either. It was pretty cheap, but it was inexpensive and it's well worth it because you see I got it all marked up. This is how I mark my stuff up. I'm trying to get out of doing this. I'm trying to get out of doing this, but I need to copy some of these prayers out of here onto my computer and implement them in a prayer African prayer book that I'm making for myself for my own rituals and things that I want to keep to honor the ancestors. So he he uh he talks about the Orisha. I think he talks a little bit about voodoo, a little bit in here, but he does talk a little bit about undun voodoo in here. He kind of taps on the Orishas and the voodoo in here. Okay, Yoruba too. He talks about that too. So this to get you familiar if you're trying to find out what what um what the rituals are, you're interested in some of the African prayers or some of the libations, and you want to understand African spirituality a little more, and you want to use your spiritual power, know how to use your spiritual power, this is a really good book. Like I said, I have marked it up. Let me see if I can read. I read a short. See if you got a good introduction in here for you. I'll read the preface for you. First of all, I'll talk about the chapters in here. I'll tell you the chapters that's here. He has the Adamu, the one, man and woman, uh, light and lesser light, the Iwa Pele, which that's a deity. He tells you what Ashe is, what is divination, who are we speaking to, tells you how you talk to your ancestors or your deity, and he talks about the Ori, which is your spirit or your God indwelling. The Egun, that's another form of energy that rules us as well. Another African spiritual energy. He talks about establishing your gateway, which I think that's the altar. You know, the altar is like your gateway to spiritual communication. It's like a catalyst. Okay. He talks about your OB, many faces of the OB. That's really divination. You know, he talks about that, the cola nut, how to use the cola nut in divination, opening the world of Oba Abata. So he really gets really he goes really detailed with teaching you how to do divination for yourself with these cola nuts. I'm not familiar with casting those. I am a card reader. I pick up on imagery and I see things in my mind's eye. Um, do that way. I just, I never tried it. Maybe I practiced it a little way down the road or whatever, but he teaches you how to do that. Some of you might, know how to do that, but I connected with the cards, well, maybe about 15 years ago. So I've been reading cards for a long time. So that's what I've connected with it. Everybody forms of divination won't be the same. It'll be different. It'll be different. How you read for yourself, how you get into intuition, perspective on the future. Everybody is unique. So one way is just not the right way. It's plenty ways. Some people read through water, tea, coffee grains. You're gonna see a lot of stuff out there that people do. It's so many ways to read things. uh, the opening the world of the medicine uses of the coconut, the fifth hard way, the casting surface, and the whole nine, the Orisha. I told you talked about the Orisha, the seven African powers, which I think that's the Orisha. Okay, but again, the Orisha is nothing but the same reflection of voodoo. Okay, they're basically, when you start learning about the African deities and Orisha, which James Smalls breaks that down excellent. He does an excellent job of that. I love Professor James Small. Shout out to Professor James Small because he does an excellent job of doing a comparison to African religion. I love him so much. I followed his work. He inspired me too. When I first started coming to knowledge, I started following his work when I started learning about voodoo and just embracing it. And then I first started erecting my ancestor altar. I followed him a lot. So fresh and so clean. He talks about your lifestyle, how you eat, and all that kind of stuff. And he has a glossary in here, but it's a really short book. It's not that long. It's not a big of a book. It really isn't. I think it's 180 pages in here. It's 180 pages in here, and yeah, he gives you all types of spiritual baths and incense and stuff that you can make in here. I thought that was cool too. So if you're wondering what type of incense and spiritual baths are beneficial to you to remove negativity or remove it from your home, your body, and how to clean your aura and stuff, he gives you all that kind of information here. This is a very good book for those that are trying to embrace African spirituality, don't know where to go, need to start, you need to start from somewhere. This is a really good book. Okay, I like this book. It's a really good book because I learned to set up an altar. I started from a Wiccan point of view when I first started. This was 10 years ago. Uh, that's when I first started. So I'm very thankful to have these rituals and stuff that he has shared with us in this book. But I think that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Um, I think that's it. But if you are in need of any metaphysical supplies, look us up at kimancestry.com. You can Google us too. We're working on a store right now. We don't have a store. So we're working on a physical store right now. The only thing we have right now is an online store, but I'm looking if I'm looking at a location, but it'll be a shared location. I probably have to get a booth somewhere. I've been thinking about that. So it'll be a shared location if I was to make the supplies available for everyone. It'll be a booth somewhere so you can go there and you can purchase your metaphysical supplies. And it'll be simple stuff like crystals and maybe some jewelry, some stones. What else do I have? Some books. It'll just be like simple stuff. It won't be way out, grimoires and all that kind of stuff because it'll be a shared location and I won't be in the store. So I'd rather not sell that if I'm not gonna be there. So and then follow us on meetup.com, honoring African ancestors matters. Join our group for free. You can donate. I really wish more people would get involved, to volunteer, to participate. The group is about coming out. honoring ancestors each month. We have our ancestor that have a birthday. Come out and talk a little bit about that ancestor. And if you want to celebrate that ancestor for as having a cookout or doing something with the kids or some type of activity or something like that to remember and honor our ancestors, we want to hear about those ideas. Uh, we need to talk about our economic structure, about investing in something. We need to have that conversation. A lot of us, we can do a lot together. So we need to talk about things that our ancestors was interested you know, in us doing. So we just want to honor them and walk in their legacy and talk about the future now since we're awakened and talk about the things that we can do. I don't want to get us to get caught up in our predicament that we don't look at all these solutions that we have. I hear a lot of people complain about our condition, but nobody is participating in the solutions, which is not very helpful at all. Uh, Facebook is a good social media social media is a good way to get the message out there, and that's how I am using it. But I'm also applying it to my life, and I know you can do it too. Just by listening to this, you're applying it to your life. You're thinking about applying it to your life. So share this video. Come out and join us. It's free to join. Listen to what's being said. We want to hear what you got to say. I want to hear what y'all got to say, what you think, as well. So that's why I want to, I'm so excited about this meetup group. So I want you to join. I want you to come out. I want to hear what you got to say. I want to hear your thoughts, your ideas, and see what we can come up with together. Because, I just have a feeling that the ancestors are going to do something really, really good with us since we're waking up. Those of you who are waking up and they have a desire to do something and empower each other. Get together, reach out to other people, and try to build something together. We're going to have to get into that mindset. I know it's very difficult. I know it's very difficult. I know. It's easy said than done, But the first step is reaching out and trying to reach out to others. That's the first step, and then it won't become so hard. But like I said, light and love. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching this video. Love and light. May the ancestors be with you and lead you to truth. Goodbye. Y'all enjoy your evening. Thank you for watching, and please share this video.